This location is not meant to replace its original Seattle headquarters, but serve as a second headquarters equal in size and scope to the Seattle home base. Amazon has said it will hire 50,000 workers for this location. And most notably, Amazon's list included 3 locations in the greater D.C. metro area: Washington, D.C., Montgomery County, Maryland, and Northern Virginia. And while the company had also highlighted its desire to be in a metro of over 1 million people, with colleges nearby to provide tech talent, a stable and business-friendly environment, not all of these criteria were created equal. It's also not surprising that so many of the finalist cities are concentrated in the eastern part of the continent, with several of the finalists within a 90-minute flight of Washington, D.C., Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Newark, New Jersey, New York City, Boston, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Toronto. Even at the outset of this process, it would have been a surprise to see Amazon double down on the West Coast. Additionally, Bezos' connections to DC cannot be ignored. Bezos owns the Washington Post through his personal investment fund, and Bezos also bought a 27,000 square foot property in the city last year. And while Facebook, FB, and Google, GOOGL, have both taken criticism from lawmakers for their role in spreading misinformation during the 2016 presidential election, Amazon's size and questions about whether some of its business practices are anti-competitive and bad for consumers are not likely to go away in years to come. The relationship between companies and sectors and the government will ebb and flow over time. But as Amazon takes an even more central role in selling American consumers goods, and ventures into potentially more lucrative spaces like pharmaceuticals, the government isn't likely to ignore the power the company enjoys. And being more closely embedded in a city which, right now, has no major corporate identity would seem to be the kind of forward-thinking idea that CEO Jeff Bezos has favored since founding the company, and which has helped make him the richest man in the world. Miles Udland is a writer at News Pulse Finance. Follow him on Twitter at Miles Udland.